week. They're all in. Set, ready to go. They're off. Miss Verve straight out the back. She's got no pace whatsoever. Big K-Dog got out very quickly. Looking for the lead. Hello Vanita striding across in front of Across Generations, and also pushing on around them is Global Trip. It wants to ride the speed. In behind those came Fat Chaps, the middle. Zanique outside of it, 3 deep in the run down the back section of the course. Getting back on the inside is Rock DJ in company with Rosie Can Run, and detached from the field 3 lengths behind them, Miss Verve. At the 1100, Global Trip looking for the lead. Sent forward now by Nottle, takes over, passing the 1000. Global Trip from Zanique, which is going up there now after being wide in the back of the course to sit second. Hello Vanita, third over on the rail. Across Generations parks up here, running fourth with 800 left to go at the top of the course. Back on the inside, Big K-Dog being covered by Fat Chaps. A length away, Rock DJ, Rosie Can Run. Miss Verve's tacked onto the back of them, and immediately Caterino takes off and tries to loop them here, going forward 3 and 4 wide as Global Trip heads to the turn. Global Trip at the 450 leads the way from Hello Vanita, looking to come around its heels at the top of the running. Across Generations next. Over on the outside, Miss Verve continues this long sustained run. Rosie Can Run is now also starting to be put into the equation at the 250. Rosie Can Run let go, hit the lead from Fat Chaps. Miss Verve's runs come to an end. Across Generations, Rosie Can Run at the 100. Over on the inside, Fat Chaps is cutting into the margin. Rosie Can Run kept going though, and Rosie Can Run wins. Rosie Can Run beat Fat Chaps 2.5 lengths away. Across Generations picked up third ahead of Miss Verve, peaking on her run, and they were followed by Big K-Dog, Hello Vanita, Global Trip next home, and the last 2 to salute the judge, Rock DJ and Zanique. Number 4, Rosie Can Run. Jason Whiting takes out the Schweppes handicap. Stepping out to the 1650 second up. Very good effort by trainer Graham Ballantyne. And she certainly appreciated the speed that went on early and mid-race. It just tailored itself beautifully for her run-on style. Fat Chaps trying to match it with a, but no match at the end of it. And then a good margin back to Across Generations, weighing in third from Miss Verve, who was back there a conspicuous last and then tried to circle the field, her run coming to an end. And then, of course, Global Trip weakening out of it. Likewise, Hello Vanita. Disappointing. Rosie Can Run's a God Has Spoken. Ruby Can Run mare. And just her second win, it's come after a long absence from that maiden victory. In fact, it's 658 days now for Graham and Donna Ballantyne, along with Mrs. Ellen J. McCaig, and ridden by Jason Whiting for Graham and Donna here this afternoon. Rosie Can Run saluting Fat Chap second. Holly Watson for Mitchell Pateman. A Bondi gelding from Bella Contessa. And third will be Across Generations, a Playing God 5-year-old from Karratha Crossing in the stable of Neville Parnham, ridden by Stephen Parnham. Half a length, 3 lengths were margins in the time of 140.78. Home in 36.62. It's 4.182. Miss Verve officially fourth. Race 6, the Swan Draft handicap over 2,200 metres. 17 for Your Eyes comes out. Another big field. It's a capacity lineup to do battle at 3:28, Lockie, as we go down there with you. And through the winter period, the Ballantyne stable do churn out a few winners. They've had to wait a little while, though, between drinks for Rosie Can Run to get back into that winner's enclosure.
That they have, Darren, and that they do. The Graham and Donna Ballantyne team always have plenty of fun throughout the winter months, and Rosie Can Run back in the winner's circle for the first time in a long time as Graham Ballantyne, winning trainer, joins me now. Graham, congratulations on the win. Second up, out to 1650 metres. It's not an easy task for any horse. It's a really nice performance from this mare.
Yeah, she done well. Her first up run was a good effort. You know, she hit the line really well when she ran third at Pinjarra, and Fish just said get her up over a mile or so, and she'll be hard to beat, you know, so he was right, yeah. She's
been a fairly reliable mare throughout her career. Were you always confident that she'd come back in good order this time in?
Yeah, like most of her runs right through her life have been, you know, reasonable sort of runs where she's, you know, showing that form that she's going to go on and pick a few races up and just need the right sort of runs. And today, you know, she sat back when that other horse took off around the outside. Fish just followed that out into the open and a bit wide around the corner, and she got out in the clear and hit the line good.
She breaks a drought. Can you have another drought breaker with your 2 runners remaining today? Hot Like Chili, and he's got the safe.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been about 10 months since our last winner, so you know, they're both working well. They're both drawn shit barriers. You know, don't get caught too wide. They might need a bit of luck.
May as well strike while the iron's hot. Hey, well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
There's Graham Ballantyne after the win of Rosie Can Run. Was well supported in this event, Scotty, and the punters got it right once again. And that is so often the case in races that, well, we or other punters aren't particularly looking forward to in terms of the strength of a race, but they just seem to absolutely nail it time and time again.
And I tell you what, they're very, very good at the punters. Lockie is finding the winners in these god-awful 54-plus staying races that we're about to roll into here. Invariably, the market movers run very, very well here, especially at Belmont Park, but in that 54-plus grade over 2,000 metres and beyond. So it'll be interesting to watch that WOP and how it reacts. There's already been a couple there that have been specced off at prices. I think El Giro Del Mondo was 61 into 16 or something along those lines. But I'm going to focus in for now on Jason Whiting and this win from Rosie Can Run, because she's been a mare fishy that has shown enough. She's placed a couple of times even on a Saturday, so it's good to see her win another one.
Yeah, no, it's nice to finally get one there for Graham. He's been knocking on the door and hasn't had one for a while, so it's good to get there.
And obviously this mare, even at the barrier trial, showed a bit more sharpness this time around.
Yeah, she's always trialled well, this horse, and always shown some ability, even early on in her prep, but it's just took a little while to put it together in a race, and sort of the last couple of preps she's starting to do that.
Speaking of horses that look like they make the grade, he's got the safe. Where's he at?
Barry's sticky. Happy with his run first up. Hopefully the blinkers coming off will get him to settle, because he just sort of wanted to run a bit too keen the other day. I think he's a horse with the good enough ability to win the race. It's just if we can get the right run during transit.
Best of luck.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
There's Jason Whiting. He combines with Graham Ballantyne, and Rosie Can Run her first win in over 650 days. She takes out the opening leg of the quaddie.